Say my name so my powers will become yours.
But I don't know your name.
Captain Sparklefingers.
You for real?
Say it!
Captain Sparklefingers?
Hey guys, I'm Senpai Win, and I'm here with Laura.
Yes.
And UglyThor.
What's up?
And yesterday we saw the latest installment of the DCEU, Shazam!
That is correct.
Go Web Go! Alright, so thoughts before this. Again, he's another hero I don't know much about other than he's magic based, and he was Captain Marvel before Marvel came out with theirs. That's right?
Yeah.
Trailer, my first thoughts were, wow, DC actually did something funny.
DC made a fun movie.
A fun movie, yeah. And another thing that was a bit different was, again, the suit, as accurate as it was.
You can tell it's very padded, so Zachary Levi wasn't ripped enough like Henry Cavill or like Chris Hemsworth or Steve Rogers for their characters. They had to have the padding of the suit.
He is, but like not as on par with those guys.
No. It looks tacky.
Yeah. I mean, the suit does look good though, right? But
the suit looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's clearly padded.
That being said, this was a fun movie.
Yes.
It was surprisingly dark. DC finally mastered their dark and light movie.
Yeah. What I did like was that we got to meet our villain first, Dr. Savannah.
Yep.
That's his name?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. That was one thing I liked about it. We got to meet him first before Billy Batson.
Yeah, that was a nice touch, being the villain first, getting his background bit.
Yeah. And then, Billy, what's Billy like in the comics? Is he kind of like a...
Pretty much what we saw in the movie.
What we saw in the movie, like...
especially in the New 52 run.
New 52? Oh.
Yeah.
So, like, he's always running away, like, afraid to be family again, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's afraid of getting hurt.
That too. And yeah, the trailers didn't really
spoil anything.
They didn't spoil anything.
No.
Anything. So that was a nice thing about it.
It was.
Yes.
There were there were a lot of funny moments. Like the trailers did show some of the funny moments too.
Get him, Batman.
I'm Batman. Get him, Batman.
Yeah.
And although, that Batman was definitely, you could tell. It took me a minute, but you could tell it was Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Yes.
His voice, and he's the voice of Batman in the animated show from years ago.
And the Arkham games.
That too. Yeah, and just when they all discover that, when he starts to figure out their powers, it's all funny. That's all funny too, and
yeah. Well, the thing I didn't like is they set it around Christmas time. So if you're gonna do that, release it in December, not April.
Yeah. Who knew Christmas was in April?
Like, just switched Shazam and Aquaman would have made more sense in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also with all the different superhero memorabilia, you can see that one kid Freddy have in his room, and those toys. Yeah. If you didn't know this was a DCEU movie,
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. And in the opening, before the first few minutes, you didn't see the
DCEU customized logo where they got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman all flying around and all that stuff.
It's much like how Marvel does theirs. DC.
Yeah, so it was hard to tell it was part of the DCEU, which I didn't personally like either. I mean, it was still a good movie, just that it has its flaws. The flying, in my opinion, looked really bad.
Yeah.
Compared to what Man of Steel did and what Justice League did, which does make sense. This movie has better tech. We'll do what it had back then, so the flying should have been improved upon, not downgraded heavily.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like Freddy's jealousy in the movie.
Yeah, there's kind of a forced conflict near the end between Freddy and Billy. I'm not going to go into too much about it.
No.
Because that would be diving into spoiler territory.
Yeah. So there's that, and
the final fight, we won't get into that further, but that was bad.
I disagree. I like the final fight.
I thought it was okay. It was okay.
Just not a lot of action, but we won't get into that.
No,
I disagree on that point too. I think there was action.
Yeah. There was action from, like, I thought it was okay. There was action, and just I thought other final fights were better.
Yeah.
Better. So, I think that pretty much sums up what we didn't like about it.
Also, I noticed a TTC bus in the background. So I'm not sure if you guys saw that.
But yeah, they all worked. They're filming in
Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Every subway and bus was TTC.
And subway car.
Subway car. Yeah. I think. Okay, the wizard looked really familiar.
Yeah, we looked up in the car after you left. Like.
Not to me. I don't recognize the actor.
Yes. I think he was Korath.
Yeah,
The same
yeah.
actor who played Korath from
Yeah.
Guardians.
Yeah.
He might. I could be wrong. His voice just sounded similar.
Not sure.
So we'll look it up later.
Yep.
There. All right. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up Shazam. Overall, scale of 1 to 10.
7.
I'll go 7.
Yeah.
And
Better than Aquaman for me.
Not
Me?
bad enough for me.
Not better than Captain Marvel, in my opinion.
No, I think Captain Marvel was better, but just for DC movies, I do think Aquaman was better.
Shazam, whereas Shazam was funny, Aquaman was more serious, or just.
I just think it was overall a better movie.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, overall it was good. It's funny. It was funny.
Don't really have a good time if you go and watch it.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good time. Next on my list, I've given it some thought, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna see Hellboy next.
Nice.
But we'll probably watch the first one. Not to do a comparison, just to understand what the character is before going in.
I say going blind.
Going blind.
Yeah,
Going blind.
Okay.
If you don't have the joy, well, not the joy, not right. Because Ron Perlman did such a great job as a character, in my opinion. So if you go in there watching Ron Perlman, you're gonna start comparing it. Just go in blind and just watch the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. And so that's next week, Hellboy. And at the end of this month, we're in the end game now.
We're in the
Yeah.
end game.
Avengers Endgame. I'm ready. Or at least I think I am. I want to be ready.
I'm not ready.
No liquids, guys. We have to hold in our pee for 3 hours.
I'm going to make sure I don't need to go before the movie starts. Because they confirmed it was 3 hours and 2 minutes.
That's why you go before the movie starts.
I'm not
Exactly.
changing your diapers, guys.
Nice. I don't.
You can change mine, though.
I'll pass.
Yes. No.
Senpai Win can do that.
No, I'm not doing that either. I'll leave that to your boyfriend. And so up next event, Hellboy, then Avengers Endgame. Until then, see you later.